Yep. Who's there? Hey, who's that you brought with you, Troy?
Well, I brought Lisa and Andy Swain.
Huh?
And it didn't take me all that much work to call them into doing it. Either only had to pay them $27.50.
Hey, nobody's. I ain't free, but
Yeah.
I am cheap.
Chat.
Do
Welcome,
what?
guys.
What did you say?
Can y'all see the chat?
We can.
Okay, I don't see any chat on the TV.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing.
Okay.
Am I calling these people out, or we gonna be here to Sunday?
Catfish Fresno, welcome in. There's the beautiful Melissa. Hello, Art and Adventures with Tasha and Jonathan. Welcome in. Fishing with Jeff Beal. Hey, y'all might know this guy. Randy Old Gray Hair Swain. Oh my goodness.
I tried to be first in and still didn't even for the show I'm on.
Mike Sampson, welcome in, Mikey.
Hey, Flipper.
Okay. Jersey, what's going on? Shirley T, the Boar's Nest favorite, uh, whatever you call them, subs. Real and virtual. There's that old Randy again. Brokeback Bob, welcome in, Brokeback Bob. BBB's in the house. Okay. Glad you make it, Gigability. Good having you. Oh, no, dadgum. Same old chatters. Fishing the Mid-South is here. Hello, Francis, Fishing Outdoors. Welcome in from Florida. And there's Cat. Gigs better half. Pontoon Jody, welcome in. Wabash Nate, there you go. Smoky Mountain Catfishing. Hello. Lance McCougar's in the house. And Indiana Chris. Welcome in. KLW3691. Butterflies and sunshine in the house tonight. Dog and die outdoors. Welcome in. Let's see. Catfish Fever and Outdoors. Welcome in, Lynn. Jerry Hager. Powder coat, yeah. Donald Long, he wins every time. Mr. Tully, welcome in. Rowdy Royal, welcome in, my buddy. Let's see. There's the bottom of the list.
Hogleg, I got to tell you, I'm impressed.
He's
You
getting
read that
fast.
so much better than you did the first night. That hooked on phonics program I sent you has really helped you.
Hey, don't forget to make the first payment on her. They're going to take it back.
Oh my goodness!
Okay.
Wow.
Let's see. I wanted to stop a few times and make comments on some people in here. What I didn't, Jerry Hager in 419 Fishing and Powder Coating. I believe that's his first time being in here.
I'm gonna tell you what, Jerry Hager. I met him almost a year ago. I met him. He was early on in our run on YouTube, and met him through Adam and I can't remember Adam's last name, but he does a lot of flathead fishing, and Jerry does a lot of fishing. Jerry does an excellent job on powder coating, and he makes a few um, rod bank rod holders and stuff like that.
Okay.
He does cups. He does rod holders. He does just about any small thing on powder coating you want done. He can do it, and he's real cost effective.
There you go, folks.
On top of that, he's a good man.
There you go. Might get him up here one night.
He would be a good one for you to have up here and help him out.
There you go. There you go.
Watch that Indiana Chris. He's his name's Wax Lips for a reason. And I didn't name him that.
Oh man, that's my partner in KLW 3691. Get a rip off. Okay. Let's see. Where's Caitlin at?
What is that?
Welcome in, Ashley Brady. Welcome in.
Ashley, how come she still hits me every time your name pops up?
There you go. What in the world?
What is that?
I don't know. I thought it was you.
Hog leg, is that you?
No.
Oh, that's Troy.
Oh,
I can't figure out where it's coming from. I'm like,
Good job, Troy.
I had the Hog's Breath Saloon on. I was watching the singing at the Hog's Breath Saloon. They playing. Hey, it's on a break. They playing the piano. I'm thinking that's Hog Leg doing that.
On his own show, and he's out watching somebody else.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know.
Troy.
What?
What am I gonna do with you, man?
Well, you got to start paying me before you can fire me. All right. Tell us about
still fishing in the house. Jimmy Jones.
Hey, Jimmy.
Jimmy James Bailey.
Tell us about the Swains. That's what we want to hear about.
Brian B.
How did y'all get to go and start fishing together? That's a good place to start.
Wait a minute. Shouldn't you ask them where they met first, Troy?
That's too dang personal, Hog Leg. Be quiet.
we met in a chat room on TikTok.
A chat room on TikTok.
And one thing led to another, and
next thing you know, got the Swains.
I lived about 6 miles from where we're at now, and I sold that house and moved into a camper and lived on the lake for a while. And then I moved down with my daughters, and then I met her, and I loaded up and moved up 6 miles from where I left. But
So you just hurried up and got back to where you started from then?
I did.
Okay then.
You hear your whole life, I want to go back home. I want to go home. This is home. I want to go home. I'll never leave home. Well, I loaded up and I moved back to home after being gone for 35 years, 40 years, something like that. And it ain't home no more. My dad, before me and her ever started dating, my dad asked me, said, "When you leaving again?" And I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "I can tell you getting restless." He said, "You going back up to East Tennessee?" And I said, "Probably." And then the next thing you know, she comes along and I loaded everything up I got and come back up here. We
Good.
start. Go ahead.
Good. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here on our show.
That's right. But I've fished my whole life, and when I moved back up here, me and my dad had done a bunch of jug fishing for years, the last 15 years. And when I moved back up here, I got a pontoon boat that we fish off of, and I said, "Let's go fishing." She said, "Okay." And she talked about fishing a bunch and all, and I thought, well, she ain't gonna be much. She won't go with me very often. And we went out fishing, and next time I got ready to go, I said, "You want to go fishing?" "Yeah." Next time I got ready to go, she said, "Yeah." And I put her working the front of the boat, and I run the outboard and all, and she we were fishing all the time, and we went on TikTok one night and run into two guys that were local, and one of them got mouthy about I didn't know where he was at, and I said, "I know exactly where you at." And he said, "Oh, you couldn't know." And I described exactly where he was at, told everybody where he was at. The other boy's trying to get me to hush for giving away their spot. Well, we got to talking to them, and we run into a couple others, and we ended up coming over here to YouTube to watch some of our friends that we'd met. And next thing you know, we decided 14 months ago in December, we went and bought us a bunch of rods and reels. And Nate, you just chill, Nate. Like December's year ago, we went and bought some heavy enough rods and all, 2 trophy catfish. And she started off the bat right off real strong. The first fish she caught while we were trophy catfishing was a 37.5-pound blue.
There you go.
And then I think that was December 31st, and that was our first video, or my first video that I had posted in 15 years on YouTube. And we've been out here doing just enough to keep going for the last year now. And so,
y'all done made it big time because y'all done been on the boar's nest now.
well, we're honored to be on.
Very honored.
Oh man.
I think the neighbor.
Oh Lord, Captain Morgan. Now Captain Morgan told us not to say anything about him tonight, but that's what he says don't make a whole lot of difference.
That's right. That's right.
He's
Captain
5
Morgan.
houses down. He's 5 houses down that way.
Oh wow.
He went fishing today, and as usual, he didn't catch nothing. But
No. But that's just between us. Man, chat is rolling.
He turned into a bogey today.
He didn't skunk. He just run out of fishing time. But
And
Tim, hey Tim.
yeah, catfish dog. Ernie's in the house. Catfish dog. 3 nights. 922 crappy barbecue.
One spot Morgan.
Yeah.
Lip.
Exactly, Lynn. He was in that one spot today. He stayed there in the same spot all day long again. They'll come through there sooner or later.
Eventually.
It may be June, but they'll come through there.
Oh man.
That's funny.
All right. Well, now question. Now you got another question for him, Troy.
Oh, I see how this goes. I see how this gonna be. You know what he told me? You know what he told me the other night, don't you? I asked him the other night, and I said, hey, what are you gonna do about the show this week? He said, well, I don't know. I said, well, you want to get a guest? He's like, yeah. And I sat there a little while, and he didn't say any more. And I'm like, you got anybody in mind about who? Oh, well, I figured I'd leave that up to you.
Yeah.
So, and then he said, I said, well, let's invite Lisa Brandy to come on the show. All right, sounds good. And then in a few minutes, a little while, I sit back here watching TV, and I had him on Discord. He's like, hey, Troy. I'm like, what? He's like, make sure you think of some questions to ask him. So,
Hey, Paul.
Oh,
That's
what type of fishing for catfish do y'all like to do the best? Some people like to drag. Some people like to drift.
I thought you said brag. You know.
Well, I know you ain't got a problem with that, Randy. I said drag. I mean,
oh man.
actually, I brag more than he does.
Y'all like to anchor up, or what do you like to do the best?
I like to anchor, but
Yeah,
Lisa could anchor up and sit there for 8 hours and never get a bite and never change a bait, and she sat there and she's just happy as she can be. And I sit there in about 30 minutes. I'm ready to move. And
That's me.
and I had rather run them planer boards than I ever had to sit there and anchor.
See, I never run planer boards, so that's part of the world that I haven't experienced yet. But I will one day. Welcome in, Bobcat.
I'm gonna tell you, I love running planer boards. Matter of fact, I got to get some more. I had a couple of sets, and I've lost one here and one there, but we're getting ready to. It's fixing to start breaking loose again.
There you go.
Bobcat, welcome into the show that we're on tonight.
somebody had a question. I get it. Oh,
All right. Right there.
you got it. Okay.
Dog and I wants to know, I have a question. Is your best fish catch memory associated with a PB or a different fish? Now, wait a minute. If you caught it with a guide.
Don't start that. Don't start that.
Hey, I've been out with a guide one time in my life, and it was a failure. Well, I can honestly tell you, my favorite fishing memory. Oh man, when she caught her PB was my favorite fishing memory. We sat and watched that video again this afternoon, and I was a whole lot more excited about it than she was. And so that I got to say that's one of mine. You know, of course, fishing with my daddy is always going to be one of my memories. But fishing with her out there, you know, it's amazing.
Okay.
What about you? What's your favorite fishing memory?
Melissa is letting her phone charge up. She'll be in here in a minute. She's watching on the big screen. Just to let y'all know.
I would say my first trout, because we just had to walk about 50 yards to the bridge. Yeah, my first trout.
Okay, that's
That's
cool.
what got me hooked.
That's cool.
Give her a little time, Bob.
Bob, I'm not. You know, when he talks, I don't talk. I was raised not to interrupt people.
There you go. It's yours now, baby.
Quit.
Yeah.
Somebody asked there a minute ago. Yeah, Brokeback
Yeah.
asked what areas we like to fish best. Depends on the water and what's going on. She caught her fish anchored up in one of the deepest holes over here on the lake. 70, we were sitting in about 73, 75 feet of water. I have drug in that same hole. I have drug in, up in 6 or 8 feet of water. The worst beating she ever gave me, as far as numbers, was the day that we drug in. I don't know, we was dragging about 6, 8 feet of water, and she whooped me. So, I have to watch where I fish now.
He's beat me a few times, but not many. Yeah, you're a terrible guide. Let's not go there.
Oh man.
Goodness gracious.
Lord, let's don't get hog leg started on guides. Lord, have mercy.
Well, I go out and fish with Morgan, and he makes me. Give me a hard time.
Okay, Bobcat. He was too tired and worn out to do it at the gathering. That was the whole plan, was to have a separate wedding at the gathering, and he was too tired to do it.
He had his chance.
Oh.
And Three Nights wants to know what are your home waters, Randy and Lisa?
My home waters would probably be Douglas Lake.
And my home waters is Old Hickory Lake down by Nashville. That's where I grew up, where I spent a whole lot of time in my life. But now this is home. We've got Fort Loudon that away about 15 minutes. We got Tellico that away 15 minutes. Watts Bar is technically 30 minutes behind that away. And it don't matter to us, man. I'll fish anywhere, and I don't care where it is. I feel confident that I can catch a fish no matter where I go.
Take care, Ashley. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for stopping, Ashley.
Bye, Ashley.
The only time I don't catch fish is when I go with Morgan or with Smoky Mountain.
Sorry, Danny.
I had not skunked all year until I went. Well, I had skunked once or twice, but not where anybody had any proof until I went with Smoky Mountain, and we went down here and sat on the bank all day one day, and he caught one dink.
Okay. Is there any more questions in the chat? Come on, y'all. Now's your time. Oh, I got one.
Just one?
What's the story? Hush. Yeah. What's the story behind burrito?
Oh, boy.
I already know.
Yeah, because you asked me, I had to tell you.
Uh-huh.
I had surgery back in January last year. Tim, absolutely not. On my little toe, it was bent. It was bent backwards to where it was hard for me to wear shoes. I couldn't wear them.
Did you do it kicking, Randy?
No.
Okay.
John,
Yes.
I'm not talking to you. And Anthony J. All Day decided that I needed a nickname, and he set up a poll, and everybody started coming out with all these toe names because I had surgery on it. And you know, you had tow truck, tomater, Tocahontas, everything was spelled T-O-E. And I've got a shirt that I've got over 50 names on it that people have given me. And then he took another poll out. And then he took a third poll out and took the winners from the first two and added 3 more names to it. And Burrito was the one that won. I got Burrito because I had surgery on my toe.
Wow. That's a good story.
Yeah, it's funny. And he said it'd be pretty funny if you had a sticker with a burrito or a catfish eating a burrito. And my first sticker was one that John Parker did of a catfish eating a burrito.
There you go. That's a good story. John Parker makes good graphics. If
Yes, he's amazing.
yeah, he's amazing.
I don't.
Do you eat bananas while fishing?
Yes.
Hmm.
I ain't a bit superstitious about bananas. I'll eat any food at any time. It don't matter to me.
Look at me. I do too.
Hey, Bobcat, whenever you get ready to teach us how to bump, I'll be glad to meet you down there. Lisa ain't going below a dam.
Nope.
She ain't going to be within half a mile below a dam. So
Oh,
I'll be more than glad to let you teach me.
no banana on the boat. That's cardinal sin.
It ain't never been a problem with me. I used to bass fish and fish. I fished all over the country, and I had an old boy that used to fish with quite a bit, and he'd say, "Well, I know Randy's been here because there's his banana peel."
Ah. Hey, Santa Toes, welcome in.
Hey, Sandy.
Leah, she's in there letting her phone charge up. She'll be on. She's watching it on the big screen, but as soon as her phone gets charged up, she's had a busy day today on that phone. Banana is only bad luck upside down. 99% of bananas. What? Yeah, I know how to eat a banana the correct way.
I do too. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I wish I had one right now. I'd show y'all. Oh man.
Oh Lord, I'm glad you don't.
Oh, man.
if you started eating a banana on this live stream in front of me, I'd just go. See, I tried to get you back over where you belong. Now I can't do it. You'll have to do it. Well, we know Lisa likes to catch trout. So, what other fish does Randy like to fish for besides catfish?
I was a semi-pro bass fisherman and tried to make a go at that a bunch of years ago. I got sick and had to quit, but I love bass fishing. I haven't bass fished in 4 years. The last year we fished 13 tournaments, and I made a check in 9 of them. So I can still do good enough to survive. But I love bass fishing. I grew up crappie. I bass fished forever, and then and waded the creeks and all fishing growing up. And while I was in the military, I done a lot of bass fishing. And after I got sick with mercury poisoning, I quit bass fishing and went to crappie fishing because I stayed at home and wasn't gone all the time. And then I went back to catfishing. And so, I'll fish for anything. I don't care. 72 degrees in Okeechobee.
Yeah.
It's 82 here today.
It was almost 80 here today.
Yeah.
It got up to 78 here in the office today.
I might have to go outside if it goes up to 83.
Yeah. Bobcat needs bait.
Bobcat.
Somebody there asked how I got mercury poisoning.
Yeah.
I had a mouthful of fillings, and they used to use when we were kids. They used mercury for the fillings.
Yeah.
Some people never have an issue with it. My body broke it down, and it leached into my system. They diagnosed me initially as having MS, and I studied everything I could find out about it, and I went to a dentist actually to have all my teeth pulled, because that was one of the deals that they were talking about with MS and how your nerves run into your teeth and connected through all that and everything. And I was going to have all my teeth pulled, and the dentist pulled out an ohm meter and checked my teeth. Said, "You ain't got you ain't got MS. You got mercury poisoning." And 45 days later, I had gone from a point where I couldn't go anywhere or do anything by myself. He brought me back to about 90%.
Oh, wow.
I still have short-term memory issues, and it's getting worse. But, I'll be doing something other today, and I'm like, there's got to be an easier way. And all of a sudden it'll click in, and it's a way that I've done it for years.
Yeah.
But,
I remember going to the dentist back in those days, and they kept the mercury in little glass tubes, and I got my hands on a couple of those. And I'm glad I didn't ever bust none now.
Well, I had 21, 22 fillings, and your teeth will run with mercury fillings. I got something else that's short too there. Your teeth, if you got mercury fillings, should run a -1 to a +1 on an amp meter, and I was -21 to +19.
Oh.
And they went in and he took them out a position at a time every 9 days, and I was suicidal to ready to take on the world again.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Well, that bass fishing, chunking and winding all day is tough work.
It's I'm gonna tell you, this trophy catfishing will really mess you up, because I go out there and bass fish all day and catch 2 fish and have 7 pounds of fish maybe. Go out there and I can catfish all day and catch 2 fish, and I may have 70 pounds of fish.
There you go.
And I'm just trying to put things together, and
I like bass fish, but I just can't do it. I couldn't really ever do it for long enough to make it productive. And then I got the bright idea one time that I was gonna fish off that dock down there with a jig head to plastic worm, and I never looked back.
You got to get it.
Oh, that man! I could drop that plastic worm down in the brush pile and jig it around there like a crappie jig and jerk your bass out of there. Uh, and I don't think I don't even think I own many bass lures other than plastics. I just don't mess with them. It's all that chunking and winding wears you out.
I started out with worm as a worm and jig specialist,
Mm-hmm.
and then I turned into a crankbait fisherman and never looked back. I love topwater though. Man, I love topwater, but I'm slowing down. I'll be 60 years old in a couple of months, and I'm just slowing down and trying to enjoy things a little bit more. Trying not to get so wound up because somebody gets upset. I get upset and it messes up somebody's day. And so the best thing I can do is do something other that I don't get so wound up about.
There you go.
I get excited now. I try not to get wound up too bad. Morgan can tell you that I get wound up. He's saying it.
That's right, Gig. Bass make good fish nuggets.
I love you too, Jody Poop.
You know, Jody's talking about we've been great additions. We're just regular people, but man, the people in this community have welcomed us with open arms and encouraged us and shown us things. And they do everything to try to make us want to be here. And I'm gonna get with. I got one open invitation to go catfishing with a guy. I got another guy that says, "Hey, all I got to do is call him," and it's an open invitation. And this one says I can come see him and fish, and this one says I can come stay with him and fish. You know, you bass fishing and you fishing against somebody, and they're cranked up right there with you, and you'll have a few that'll share information with you, but man, everybody here.
Look at there what the dog's done drug up.
Good gracious.
Caught it himself.
Mr. Fire in the Hole. That's what I call him. I call him Mr. Fire in the Hole.
Lisa is a troublemaker. Let me tell you something about Lisa. I got 2 TVs on the wall up here. If somebody's on that YouTube that I know Lisa's going to be in that chat, I got to go in there. Now, I may not ever say anything, but I just got to go in there for a little while to see whose head Lisa's going to wail on for a little while. Before I sit back and laugh.
Well, it's usually Bobby.
Yeah, but I like it when you get a hold of Brian B. Now that tickles me.
Brian B just needs to go sit in his corner
Oh Lord, have mercy.
with his crayons.
I just sit back here and just relax and look at it, and I'm thinking, yeah, well, she fixes to get him. Watch, it's coming. Oh my goodness.
I love watching her because she gets to in these chats. She'll get in there and she'll be sitting over here on the couch just cackling and giggling and smiling, and she's so happy. She's having a ball with it.
Hey, Tom.
And she'll sit there and she'll scroll back through the chat where she could tell me exactly what she said to this one and about that one.
Well, you should have seen Jody today squealing. She had PSD when I clobbered that woman.
Troy was having too much fun in that game.
But like I said a minute ago, the way that this community welcomes people, it's amazing to me. Hey Nate, she would leave. She wouldn't bother you in real life.
Welcome in, Whisker Man.
I'm gonna burst some of y'all's bubbles. Ask Aaron, Catfish Regulators,
Paul's in here.
Okay, Paul. How is Lisa in real life?
Yeah, Paul's still in the chat.
She's this little bitty dainty thing, and she's quiet and shy. And if she didn't have a shirt on saying Burrito Catfishing Lady, nobody knew who she was at CatCon.
I don't know now.
Paul says she's really nice. Thank you, Paul.
Everybody will know y'all now because y'all are been on the boar's nest.
That's right.
Don't forget that. Don't forget it.
Hey, Bobby said I still don't believe you.
She's nice. See you later, Bobcat. Hey, hit the thumbs up on your way out, Bobcat, if you ain't already. We got 49 good people in here. We need to get some people in here hitting us thumbs up.
That's right. Tell them.
I'll be quiet. Sure. Yeah, right. Captain Morgan, don't lie. Just don't lie.
Nate, if she wants something, all she got to do is ask for it.
Nate, I did not pressure him to do anything. That was all Daryl. That was Daryl's fault.
Oh, man.
Daryl was the pushy one, not me.
All natural.
All right, so I gotta ask. I'm gonna ask. I'm
There you go. You learn how to do it.
I hit the wrong button. I only had to pay y'all $27.50 to come up here tonight. But Randy, how much did Lisa have to pay you to say all them nice things about her?
Somewhere never mind. She didn't pay me anything. I paid her.
I took my best shot at getting you in trouble, buddy, and I couldn't do it.
He knows.
Oh, Lord.
I had to pay her to be able to say these nice things about her, Troy.
Yeah.
Ain't no grease in this hair.
No Dapper Dan in there.
No.
We got. Hey, how we need some Boar's Nest hats.
Huh?
We mean, huh? We need some Boar's Nest hats.
I know. So,
Team TSW, I ain't got no Team Burrito hat, but I got a Team TSW hat. I was hoping Stan or Dustin would stop in here tonight, just where that I could show them the hat I was wearing.
Dustin's not home.
Hey, Hogley.
Yes, sir.
I tell you what, dude. We need some Boar's Nest hats and some Boar's Nest boo-boos.
Oh, man. Did Melissa come in here?
Bobby, swear.
Use bacon grease, Hogleg, Mark says.
I ain't got no grease.
Hey, Dead Sea.
Dead Sea and Smoky Mountain both live an hour and a half from us. And I got fortunate enough to fish one day with Smoky Mountain, and Lisa got to come down and meet him. But I'm gonna do some work on the pontoon. I've just about got it all put together and finished up, and we're gonna take it up there and gonna take them boys out and see if we can go catch some fish up in their part of the state.
Well, when do y'all's fishing really kick off around that part of the world?
It don't never end. We had to take some time off. I was planning on going fishing this past Saturday and Sunday, and things didn't work out. I keep breaking stuff. My depth finder's broke right now, and I got it sent off to Lawrence to get it redone. And got a hole in one of the pontoons on the boat.
How'd you manage that?
We won't talk about that.
Doggone it, Randy. You ruined the fun.
And it wasn't her fault. She didn't have nothing to do with it.
I was not even there. I was here.
But
then she wasn't there?
No, so it wasn't. I couldn't blame it on her. And then, bow stop on the front of the trailer is about broke. Where it's been patched on so many times. I'm gonna have a guy build one to put on it. And we get the bow stop. By the time I get the bow stop and somebody to weld that pontoon up, we'll have the depth finder back and we'll be ready to roll.
There you go.
I'm going to fish Saturday. We didn't qualify for the championship and we had things worked out where that we were going to fish in December for the night tournament the weekend before Christmas, and the tournament got moved to a daytime tournament, and my mom had Christmas dinner that day. It wasn't no way I was missing it.
No, can't do that.
So I missed that tournament, and then I didn't fish the last tournament that they had on that live fishing tournament league because I couldn't. There was no way for me by missing that other tournament. I'd had to make 197 points to pass up Tony Harrison. And Tony was fishing, so I would have had to make 200 points almost to catch it. And so it wasn't worth me going out fishing. So we didn't make the championship, but I'm still going fishing Saturday regardless during the championship hours to see how I'd have done.
Wow.
If we're going to fish for a championship this year, we ain't going to play games with it like we did last year.
Hello, Mom and Son Train Rail fans. Welcome in.
If
in the house.
If we hadn't have played games with it, we'd been fishing the championship. We wouldn't have been, but we waited till the last, they took your best 8 tournaments. We waited till the last 8 tournaments to ever start fishing.
Smoky Man, I want to go so you can skunk.
Hey, Smokey, I tell you what, Saturday morning, afterwards I'll message you and we'll set it up where we can meet Saturday morning and we'll go, and I'll show you that I ain't going to skunk.
Uh-oh. That sounds like an invitation.
It is an invitation.
He always has an invitation.
Yep. He's a pretty good old boy.
Yep.
Well, me and Hog Leg ain't going to do nothing besides sit around and drink coffee and watch.
That
ain't always bad.
It's all
Dead Sea, load up and come on down Saturday morning. I'll give you directions to where we can meet, and me, you, and Danny will wear it out there Saturday morning.
There you go, Dead Sea. There you go. So Dead Sea, Jerry, and yeah, y'all can meet him down there, and y'all see him not skunk.
Jeff, I'll take a beating from the best, man. I don't care.
Hey, Kevin.
I ain't gonna back down. I ain't gonna back down from these boys.
Oh, Kevin.
Let's see.
Kevin's my brother from your mother.
She got a lot of them brothers from other mothers.
No, Bobby was nursed.
I'm gonna tell you, she is. Y'all have no idea how much out of her shell she has come, and a lot of it has to do with the catfish community always supporting us. You know.
Hey, I was very shy before I started this, and I am still shy. But hey, at least I've come this far out of my shell, right?
That's a big
I've been
deal.
seeing you
Big
first
deal.
time. Oh, Glenn. Oh,
Do
Lord.
Do
Mark,
what?
yes.
I've been seeing you on the first live stream. You were like this.
Yeah.
His eyes were shifting, but nothing else was moving.
No, my first live I
Oh,
done
Mike.
was like that. That was my first live because little does anybody know, but the first live I was actually on was catfish regulators.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Just kidding.
Aaron,
I love you, Aaron.
Aaron's a good old boy. Sandy Toes asked, do either of us have fishing goals for 2025? You got a goal?
Fish more.
That
Have more videos.
she's going to do content this year, and I'm I'm going to fish more and fish harder because I've got to beat her PB. Right
Which
now,
is?
she got 74-pound blue.
Oh, you got your work cut out for you.
What?
See, she started off her catfishing. Now I've been fishing catfish my whole life. I mean, you know, my PB blues is a 61 pound that I caught on a bass rod, you know, on a crankbait 10 years ago. I've got a 30. My best flathead's 34 pounds. She caught a 37.5 pound within the first month. She caught March 2nd, which was four months after she started fishing. She caught a 74-pound blue. She's got a 20-something pound flathead. I mean, you know.
I got the pie ball.
She's got a pie ball.
She got a pie ball.
She got a pie ball.
Oh, wow.
And so, I mean, you know, I'm going to try to beat her, but I'm also, I want to try to get more consistent. Exactly, Small Waters.
Thank you.
I'll agree with that.
Of course you would.
What?
Agree to him.
Who's guided you?
That's right.
No, hey, hang on a minute. Let's have a discussion about this. I want the whole world to know this. The fish that she caught, she found on the depth finder the week before. And we went back to that hole 2 or 3 times, and we pulled in on that hole, and Captain Morgan pulled in on a hole down below us 100 yards. But she said, this is where I want to go. And we stopped, dropped anchor, and that's where she caught her 74-pounder. He came out of a hole that this lady found. So it wasn't no guiding. If we want to go fishing, I ask her where she wants to go.
There you go.
And so, you know, She can't say that I'm the guide. I can't even take credit for that. She cuts her own bait. She baits her own rods. She casts them out. So
That's right.
you know, I ain't turned you loose with the boat yet, have I?
Yeah.
Not to go out and go fishing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. She does it all.
Shh, don't.
Danny says Lisa's sweet person. Love her. And Randy.
Yeah. Hey, y'all. That's not from what I've seen. Mark. That's not hard to be.
Hey, Mark. I told Stan, because Stan opened up Stan Day to all species. I said, you can open that up and Bobby still won't catch a fish. Guess what happened one day? Bobby, 0.
Well, me and Hogleg's going to be on Stand Day next year, right?
That's what.
Hey, we're going down to Kitty Pond down at Bass Pro Shops. And I'm going to the one inside where I can drink coffee and fish for those perch. And if those kids get in my way, I'm going to run them over with a wheelchair.
If they'll let the man go for it, that's a pond. That is one pond that you ought to go to if you can.
I wonder what old Stan would say if I called him and told him I'm going to be on Stand Day fishing at the Kitty Pond on Bass Pro Shop.
He would say, "Okay, I'll send you the link Saturday morning."
One ton.
Or Sunday morning. There's 1 ton art. He gave us a lot of advice on and information trying to get us to own some fish over on Kerr.
Tim says Lisa's a pain in the butt to ride in the back seat with. Just saying. Tim, you're the pain in the butt.
Hey, you know what? I just had a better thought, Hogleg. We can do one better than that.
What's that?
I think I'll shoot old Stan a message telling Benzie's opening Stand Day up to all fish. Does that mean virtual fish too?
I think he would probably draw a line on that one.
You don't send that to Stan. What you do is you send that to Stan 3 and then let him show his daddy there. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Is that a fact, ability? Oh.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, Tim, we are fortunate that the fishing gods smile on us, on our wives. Because if they don't want to go as often, and therefore we don't get to go as often. And, I mean, that's like we're going up to CatCon, and, I get to go because she wants to.
There you go. There you go.
That's already scared. He's used to Lisa beating me.
That's true. That's true. Smoky Mountain says that's the reason I ain't scared, because I'm used to Lisa beating me. Until September of this year, or of 24, I had not beat her fishing a single trip.
What?
She beats me every time, and I don't know why.
Wow.
I finally got the ball rolling, and through the fall, I poured it on, but I just couldn't get them big enough. What do you say there? Fishing with your wife was what? Fishing your wife's fun. It is. Hey, man, I love fishing with my wife.
Yep.
And if she'd have wanted to go this weekend, I'd have went fishing. But she didn't want to go, so I was like, it ain't no big deal to push it. But But I ain't, I love the fact that she goes with me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But, oh, do you really think Stan's going to show up if we say the S word just 2 more times?
He's back there listening, I guarantee you.
Oh,
Yeah,
Daryl
Back
guy.
there listening.
there's Daryl.
That's why I said all that stuff I said, because I know he's listening.
Yeah.
Welcome in, Uncle Don. Don Large in the house.
We're going to have to give Melissa a fast charger for that phone of hers.
Yeah. Tell me about it. Say Melissa 3 times. Maybe she'll show up.
She's here. She said her phone giving her trouble.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
She needs one of them fast chargers.
She just needs a new phone.
Well, Melissa's there. She's right there in chat.
Mm-hmm. Anybody want to make Melissa a new phone?
Hello, Daryl.
Oh, Lord, somebody left a back door. Daryl's in here.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I had to, I had to say hello to Daryl.
Well, it was quiet.
Hey, he ain't on the screen.
Yeah,
you didn't send him the link, so we're good.
He ain't on panel. It's safe.
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
It's safe. Dead Sea says, are you wanting to fish Cherokee or somewhere else?
I don't really care. Saturday morning, I'd like to fish Melton Hill.
Melton Hill.
It's over here on the Clinch River, and it's got. I'm fishing with Navionics. I'm fishing with maps because I ain't got no depth finder right now, and it's supposed to have quite a few flatheads in it, but it's supposed to have a bunch of channels in it too, and pretty good channels. I've seen quite a few of them come out, so I thought I'd run over there, and all you got to be able to do. I want to catch 10-pound channel cats if that'll work, or anything, a 3-pound channel cat. I don't care as long as I catch a fish. I ain't caught a fish yet this year.
Used to be big ones in Mountain Hill.
I have seen some big fish come out of Mountain Hill.
Big fish. By big fish, you mean such as?
40, 50 pound.
Okay.
Danny says anchor or dragon.
I don't care. Whatever medicine you feel like taking on, buddy.
Bobcat says, I'm wishing to fish somewhere warm.
Yes, weather ain't supposed to be as cooperative this weekend as what it's been, but supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be windy this weekend. I don't remember. Don't bother me. I don't care. I can go up there and anchor because I ain't fishing for nothing but the glory of it anyway.
Did you see one bigger than Jerry's?
Well, shoot, it's supposed to be 72 degrees and a little windy, but 72 degrees this weekend.
Yeah, it's 80. Like I said, it's 81 degrees. One day I run the air conditioner, one day I run the heater. Crazy.
Oh, we get up in the morning and run with the heater on, and I turn the heater up, and then in the afternoons we turn the air conditioner on.
That's here.
Did you bust the transducer or the head unit?
The head unit.
Oh, yeah.
But it's under warranty. It's headed back to the manufacturer now, and so we just I'll get it off back up.
$150 for that.
Well, if y'all could travel anywhere you wanted to travel to go fishing, where would it be?
For For catfish or any fish?
Any fish.
Any fish.
I want to hear both of you's answer. That's a good way to do
What
it.
about you, Lisa?
Hey, don't tell that Bobby guy. You know, that 922 guy that I said this, because I'll deny it. But I would go up there and fish with him. I'd show him how to do it. I would show him how to catch fish, but don't tell him I said that though.
Well, see, I've thought about going up there because I've got some friends up in that area. I thought about going up there and visiting him and going fishing on stand day, but I don't want that reputation. If I was going catfishing, man, it'd be hard. It'd be hard to leave Chattanooga, Tennessee, on the Tennessee River. The James River would be my second choice. Now, if I'm just going fishing to catch fish and have fun, I'm going back to Homer, Alaska again, and do some halibut fishing and salmon, stuff like that.
Man.
Homer, Alaska. Let me see if it's working on my end, Melissa.
Uncle Don says, "Come fish with me." It's got to be warmer. I don't do that ice fishing, Don.
Uncle Don, I love fishing through that ice, man.
Nope, I won't do it.
Oh.
Fresno, please show Bobby how to catch fish.
I lived in Alaska for a year and a half in the military, 2 years, and I've been out on ice that we drove a Ford 1-ton van out on and unloaded all the stuff out in our holes. So I've had experience with the thick ice. Up in Indiana, I've done a lot of ice fishing. I love ice fishing. But Uncle Don, you too long of a drive for me to come see you, Bubba. But I'd like to go. I went to Alaska 5 or 6 years ago and fished up there, and again, and had a ball. But
the lady says not working on my TV either, Melissa.
No, I'm restarting mine to see if there was an update. But let me see.
Welcome in, American honey.
I don't even have a chat option on my TV right now. Let me see if it'll work now that I've restarted it. Sometimes you have to restart them.
We had chat in here once before. We ain't gonna chat tonight here. I would love to go to the James River, up around Richmond, just to catch some of those big fish up there. But down here in Chattanooga, down here on Chickamauga and Nickajack and Watts Bar, if you watch Pontoon Jody, that woman catches a bunch of 50-pound fish. If you watch Bobcat and them, they catch a bunch of 50-pound fish. That's a big fish. I don't care who you are, where you are.
Yeah, it is.
To go down there and fish with Daryl and listen to his mouth and jokes all day, I could deal with that.
Are you sure?
Yep. Well, we're going to find out.
Well, you do have those earplugs that you got as a wedding present.
Yeah, that's true too. I got lucky enough to fish 50 yards from Daryl last year and beat him. So,
Oh,
Bobcat outdoors.
Bobcat's going to take off and run down to Creole country, I think.
they must be having an issue, Melissa, because the chat off and on feature don't even show on my TV right now, and it's not only on this channel; it's on all YouTube channels.
I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna talk to Bob and get me a day laid out where I can go down there and he can take me bumping. Because I've watched him and I think that's something though that I could do if I had a pro teach me how to set it up and all. And I mean, he's got his show now. He's got his videos. He's got a new bow. He
Yep.
ought, and he's pretty good at catching them. He ought to be able to teach a man how to do it.
If he's got time.
Well, you know.
He said March, Randy.
Okay.
March, it's on.
Sound like a winner to me. You know, that's like Jody. I'm gonna beg a trip out of Jody sometime this spring. Because I'm telling you guys, if you don't watch her and you're not impressed by her, she does this by herself 90% of the time. And she's out there. She got James helping her sometimes, but she's still out there a whole lot of the time by herself. And she's pretty doggone impressive. If she'd learn how to cook, she'd make somebody a good wife. Just kidding, Jody.
That's for you, Jody.
But she does. She is a good fisherman, and you know, if you don't think that you can go fishing with somebody and learn, and you can't learn anything from them, you're just full of yourself. Because I think I can go with anybody.
Yep.
And learn something.
Yep, you can.
And she, you know, I sit here at the house on a deadgum Friday night watching her out there by herself catching a 50-pounder, and I'm sitting there in the living room wishing I was going, wishing that I had to just get up and go, because I've got permission to go. She'll give me permission anytime I want to. But if she don't go with me, she'll let me go with whoever. But I won't get up and walk out and leave her there.
Oh man. Welcome in, Parker Pursuits.
That's right, Curtis. Hey, Mr. Jerry.
What's going on? You big fish catching rascal, you.
I said, just don't eat her Jello.
Oh, I'm not going to eat anything that she cooks. Nanner pudding soup, you know, her boiled hamburgers, I'm gonna stay away from.
I just can't imagine that boiled hamburgers. Whoa.
See, what Jody needs, I need to teach Jody how to cook stuff to keep from starving without having to go buy everything all the time. I lived in a camper and didn't have room for nothing. At one time, I was living in a 26-foot camper, and it wasn't much room there to keep food and all. So you had to be real gentle about what you ate and all. And then I got a big camper, and I had me a big deep freeze and all. But man, if I can cook, anybody ought to be able to cook.
Yeah. I feel the same way here. If you can cook, anybody can cook.
Yeah, Catfish Weaver, she boils hamburgers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Rick boils steaks and stuff.
She says she used to be able to cook good. My grandmother was a real good cook when my dad was growing up. But she got to where she wanted to cook everything on high and cook everything too fast. And she lived to be 84 years old. And when she died, she couldn't cook an egg without, or boil water without problems. And, she got to where nobody wanted to eat her food. But she used to cook real good. I think Jody's right. Based on what I'm seeing her when she's doing her cooking shows, I think she gets on hers a little bit too hot too.
Yeah. Sandy, you didn't see Jody's Jello? It was as hard as concrete.
You have to watch Jody with a grill on the boat. She burns her coat all the time with her heater anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Put her a grill, you have to really watch it.
Bowl hamburger can't burn.
Yeah, she's stopping in there getting her something to eat now. McDonald's.
Jody makes a.
Yeah, George Foreman grill ain't a bad way to cook if it's just one of you.
Yeah, I heard that Jody makes a mean fire ring deviled egg.
Yeah, Jody's cooking.
Yeah.
I mean, she was almost doing good on her chicken and dumplings, but she
Well, that's like she fixed potato soup the other night.
I love you, Jody.
She took. She was doing something other. What was she cooking a couple of days ago? Jody, what'd you cook a couple of days ago? She just watered it down. She had some instant potatoes, and she just watered it down real good and made her some potato soup.
Oh man, my goodness.
Sandy Toes, Jody, how do you boil your water? Jody can't boil water. Yeah, she had some instant mashed potatoes, and she made her some potato soup with it.
Wow.
Oh, have mercy.
But
Yeah, it's pretty scary. Instant potatoes, yeah.
hey, guys, out there, everybody coming in and everybody's watching these shows. We need to support everybody.
That's right.
Thank you for dropping the channels, Melissa. Everybody out there's got blue wrenches. Go in and support these people. Real and Virtual Outdoors Troy there has shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays. He's got 2 shows on Tuesday and 1 on Thursday. And then he'll pop in sometimes. You'll see him later in the evenings on Friday or Saturday night.
That's right.
Stuff.
That's right.
Hoglegs decided he's going to come back here and do a show again.
Mm-hmm.
Troy drug him back out here, and man, Hog, we sure are glad you're back.
It's good to be back, man. It's good to be back.
I didn't. We started listening to YouTube a year ago.
Yeah.
And we listened to y'all every morning. And so we didn't get but about 3 or 4 months out of you. But man, I sure am glad to see you back.
Good to be back, man. This time it's gonna be a little different this time because I can't do it every morning now.
Yeah.
I was not rough today. I was my normal self.
Yeah.
Just beware of Troy's hunting or shooting and driving skills.
No, Troy. We've already discussed this today. Hogleg can confirm. Troy is better at hunting and fishing.
Wait a minute now. Did you see how good I drove that squad car today?
Than he is.
Yeah.
Wait a minute now. Did you see how good I drove that squad car? Did I lose that woman? All that running and stuff, I stayed right with her. And not only did I stay right with her, I shot her back tire out with one shot going 70 miles an hour. Now, I throw this down on the table and say, who is your daddy?
See, I missed a good portion of it, but I did look at one particular moment, and he was making a right-hand turn and almost ran over a guy.
That fella better get out of the way. He sees
I mean-
them lights and siren going, you best move.
And I made the comment, you could tell Troy wasn't driving that on the intro.
I was driving that. How you think he got made? Yeah,
Yeah.
how you think they got made?
You know, when Troy
Hey.
plays his trucking game, he has a habit of leaving his trailer.
I did drop the trailer that day. That's because they changed the doggone buttons on it. But I'm going to tell y'all something.
Getting
I'm
stuck.
gonna tell you, Ironsides always gets his man. And she did not get away.
He got stuck that day.
You know why? You know why I chased her so hard. Chased her so hard, don't you? You know why I chased her so hard and, run her off the road, shot her back tire out, and then clobbered her, don't you?
Now, why?
I thought she's
Keep it
Lisa.
PG.
I thought she's Lisa.
Oh.
Hey, Mark, that would make a really good deal. That really would make a good sound. Who's your daddy? And Troy said, who's your daddy?
Oh, my goodness. Now, I hadn't played that game in a while. Everybody loves that game. And, that's the hardest game to keep going. It took me an hour and a half the other day to get it fixed.
Yeah, it did. It did, y'all.
Because every time they update that thing, I got an update on my end, and it is a pain in the behind.
Okay.
Troy's driving shows on his own. Yes, Melissa, I agree.
Dog leg,
Yes, sir.
if you could go anywhere fishing, where would you go and what would you fish for?
Anywhere for anything. Right now.
What part of the country do you live in?
Huh?
Where you live? South Carolina?
No, I live in Southwest Georgia.
Oh, okay.
For me, I'd go to the Altamaha and catch some big flatheads out of there.
Yeah. We do a lot of flathead fishing. But everybody's always told me you had to have live bait to flathead catch flathead, and I always had to have live bluegill or something other like that. And
It helps, but you don't have to.
We do a lot of flathead fishing down by Nashville on Percy Priest Lake.
Yeah.
And I'll bet we ain't caught 5 flatheads on live bait in the 20 years we fished it.
Yeah.
Now I can take a bluegill and I can cut a fillet off of him and I'll catch him on that fillet.
Yeah.
And we use a lot of skipjack because I could buy it up here and take it home to Daddy's and go. And we don't catch any monsters, but we catch a lot of 15, 20 pounders. Occasionally we'll get one 35, 40 pounds down there. But we do that jug fishing.
Yeah.
I'm going down there this year and I'm going to do some flathead fishing with a rod and reel. Right. I know where we can get them.
Well, do y'all ever watch Blue Gabe?
No.
He's got a little campsite off of the Altamaha River, and it's called Paradise Campground, and right below there is a little place called Jessup, Georgia. That's where I would go and catch my
Yeah.
flathead. Now I do use um, live bait, bluegill, sunfish, brim, but the best thing that I have found to use is either goldfish or shrimp, live shrimp. I caught a 50 something pound, 50 plus flathead on a piece of shrimp, no bigger than the size of my finger,
Yeah.
uh, on the Altamaha River. Of course, now that's been 3 or 4 years ago, but now I could uh, I could take you right back to that spot down there and just like no tomorrow. I mean, it's be producing flatheads.
Danny, real quick, Smoky Mountain Catfish is leaving. He's headed out of here. Say a prayer for him tomorrow. Say a prayer for him and his family. Uh, things are going real hard right now, so um, it's been a rough. It was a rough end of the year for him, and a rough start to this year. So it's a little bit of an unspoken prayer, but you know who you're praying for.
Right.
Uh,
All right. We'll keep you in our prayers, Smoky Mountain.
yeah. And
Well,
look, crackers, if you get them just a little damp and crush them together real good, small water,
oh yeah. Yeah,
they'll hold on better.
yeah, they'll hold on to a hook.
If you try to push that hard piece on there, it ain't gonna do you no good.
We'll see.
Thanks for coming in, Parker Pursuits.
Bye, Parker.
Take it easy, Jerry.
Anybody in chat got any more questions for Lisa and Randy? Or for Hog Leg? I'm all out of answers today. You'll have to wait till Thursday.
What time is your show Thursday, Troy?
1 o'clock. 1 o'clock Central. Tuesday and Thursday.
Okay.
Yep.
We're
gonna have a Saturday night coming up here before long. I got to get with the guys and figure out when everybody can do it. But we've got one planned. We're gonna have a live competition. I'm fixing to drop the short notice hammer on them this time.
Yeah, that's what you keep saying.
Yeah, that's what you keep saying.
Yeah.
You give us too doggone long.
Well,
Shooting all the big ones.
I want everybody to have the newbies to have a chance, but to get acclimated. But that was their one gift horse. I ain't gonna get another one. I have a question. Is Lisa sure she doesn't want to know the temperature here?
Okay. The story behind that is we had really cold weather up here, and he's down there bragging that he's got 70 and 80 degree weather. And I said, nobody cares. You know, we don't want to hear that. So now he gets that every time he comes in alive.
Did I mention it was 81 here today?
Yeah, we heard that, Troy, a couple of times.
I just want to make sure you heard.
We are going to be at CatCon both days. Matter of fact, I think we got a hotel for Thursday night.
Yeah.
And we'll be there Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night, and then we're coming home. We will be at the gathering. We're going down there the morning on Thursday morning, and we will be down there until Sunday morning. Which Sunday morning we're going to get up and leave on our anniversary for a couple of days. You know, I don't know what you're supposed to do on your anniversary. I mean, because we got married and we went to the gathering, and then we're going on our anniversary. We're going back to the gathering. So,
I mean, falls on the same weekend, y'all know I'm coming back up here because Mark had said, Randy, tell us something about Lisa she doesn't want us to know.
If she don't want you to know it, Mark, I'm for sure not going to say it because she will kill me, and I live and sleep with her.
You might better keep that to yourself then.
Yep.
Pontoon Jody's got a good question for Lisa. Lisa, if you could give a woman new to catfishing one piece of advice or encouragement, what would it be?
If at first you don't succeed, keep trying.
That's a good thing you didn't ask Randy that question because he said don't eat Jody's cooking.
Oh.
We will find out in case you didn't know, Lisa was nominated for loud. Lisa was nominated for a Golden Whisker Award, and we'll find out up there in a couple of weeks, CatCon, whether she won or not.
What was you nominated for?
Subscriber of the year.
Wow.
She's in everybody's lives, and she's giving everybody grief. She's giving everybody support though all the time. And she was fortunate enough. I mean, last year she was not. Last year Sampy got it. I don't know who he was running against, but he got it. Sampy is in every live first. This year she was nominated with Uncle Jeep and
Greg Burgess.
To be even in the caliber of those three people, to be even considered in those, that is an honor in itself.
Winner.
You got that right.
Yeah,
Lance.
yeah, Lance, I got that look.
We've all got that painful look sometime in our life.
If we've had a woman in our life, we've all
Yes,
had
sir.
that look.
You're right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We sure have.
Thank you, Melissa.
We just, now we're sitting here just waiting to see if she got it. Y'all, Troy.
I'll say it for you. Go vote. Go vote. You're
It's
supposed
too
to go
late.
vote.
It's too late. Voting ended the first.
Oh, wow.
But she, when Troy messaged her the other day and said, "Hey, would y'all be on the show?"
I was really begging, but okay, you make it sound good.
Dude, she was as excited. She was as excited as a kid in the candy store. Made her day when when she found out she had gotten nominated for Supporter of the Year. It made her day. She was nominated for another deal, and it made her day. I mean, to the point that she cried over the other one. It just. But this whole community makes us feel so good, and it tickles us to death. And thank you for you two inviting us up here tonight and letting me ramble on for the last hour.
No problem. Hey, that's what I told Troy that I wanted us to do was to uplift the lesser known YouTube and get their name out there, just like you two. And there's a few more that Troy's gonna get a hold of, hopefully.
I've already been doing it, boss.
They will get them up here, and just like you two, we'll just ask them simple little question. Did we make y'all feel welcomed up here?
You made us feel great.
There you go.
There's a lot of channels on YouTube, and there's a lot of good stuff out there. And we want to give everybody an opportunity to make their way. And I'll say this, and I know I can say this for Hog Leg too. We're glad to have you and Lisa in the community, and
Exactly.
we look forward to you know, the future, and we're happy we got to see y'all tonight and get to know you better. So that's what it's really about, is the fellowship.
That's right. And hey, it's like, I had to start somewhere. I was shy and nervous just like y'all, but look at me now. I, I'm still shy and nervous. But
Randy is not shy or nervous.
Dead see, it does feel good to finally find where you belong.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's what I've said about this catfish community the whole time I've been in it. It's just it just seems like it draws you in and cradles you in its arms. And I mean, yeah, there's been some turmoil, but
Turmoil.
yeah, that word uh, going on in the community here lately. But at the end of it all, hey, we're still family.
I don't know of any family that gets along all the time. Hell, they all
No,
fight.
no.
See?
That was for Nate.
That was
Hey, hit the old man on the other side every now and then. Give that side a rest.
No, I can't hit him on that side. That side already hurts him.
Well, we appreciate y'all coming up here tonight. I sure enjoyed. I know I enjoyed visiting with y'all and talking, and we've been running around here running our head for 2.5 hours. And I'm about out of voice. I got too many damn shows on Tuesday.
But see, I had to go get me some of that mountain water.
There you go.
Yeah, I understand. Well, I have to eat peppermints during after my show and drink enough water so I got a voice left to do this show at night. I'm gonna start sending Hog Leg Bill on them sugar-free peppermints. Look at his face. Hey, if you bought Curtis a bag of M&Ms, I know I'm worth a doggone package of sugar-free peppermints.
I didn't buy no Curtis, no M&Ms.
I ain't what Curtis telling.
Okay.
Just kidding.
That's what we call Curtis M&M.
Yeah.
White Man Curtis is Mr. Eminem.
Yeah, Mr.
Right.
M&M.
Thank you for thinking enough of us to ask us up,
No problem.
and thank you for letting us come up here and do things and talk about everything and anything for a couple of hours. Hey, Dustin, check out the hat, son, and you speak to her first.
Hey, Dustin, we need to talk. I have more questions for you. But another thing I was going to say is being a part of this community has helped me in so many ways that I can't really explain it. I do not have a relationship with a couple members of my family. I haven't spoken to them in July will be 2 years.
Welcome in, Matt.
And this community has made me feel like I'm not alone. I'm not left out. That I can talk to anybody about anything. It doesn't matter. And I do have family I talk to, but it's just like my aunt and my brother and my sister-in-law. That's about it. But
These people here are carry a lot more into her life than you'll ever know.
Well, you got a whole family now, and we love you, and you stuck with us whether you like us at the end or not.
Well,
Exactly.
if I didn't like you, I wouldn't tell you.
I know it.
There you go. Well, we're not. Like I said, we're not biological families, but we're family. We're family.
Absolutely. I mean, it's meant so much that, I mean, like I said, I can't even explain it.
Yeah.
You gonna make Hog Leg cry. Hog Leg, you got any Kleenex in there? There he goes. He's so sentimental.
Jody, that's absolutely right.
Wipe your nose, Hog Leg. Wipe your nose.
I don't know it. I'm confused on that one.
All right, guys. We want to thank y'all for coming tonight. We really do. We look forward to seeing y'all on Tuesday. And we want to thank Randy and Lisa for coming up here, sharing a little bit of their
Good night, Shirley T.
Good vibes, rather. I said dudes. Good vibes. And we look forward to seeing y'all fishing.
That's coming up real soon.
Got to get the boat fixed, Randy. Get after it.
If
I gotta have something good to watch.
if she don't work me too long tomorrow afternoon, I may sneak off for a couple hours.
Well,
there you go.
I'll be right here in front of the TV if you do.
He can't blame me for that. He's the boss.
Hey, y'all believe that? Take care. Thank you again. Y'all have a great day.
Deuces, y'all, and